children in Hama protesting against the Syrian regime. These images were posted and relayed online by activists. The footage is apparently from May 31st and illustrates how children have their part to play in the uprising, and they've not been spared in the ruthless and bloody repression ordered by the authorities. The international community was shocked when some 50 children were killed in the Hula massacre. The UN published a report this Tuesday claiming the Syrian army has tortured and executed children, and also used some as human shields during clashes with rebels. Human Rights Watch had already highlighted the practice, which is strongly condemned under international law, back in March. The NGO had interviewed several activists who claimed they saw security forces using civilians, including women and children, to protect them in the event of attacks by armed anti-government activists. But the organisations also expressed concerns that the Free Syrian Army is recruiting children. The UN has received eyewitness reports claiming children are being enrolled by the rebels to carry out various duties, but in particular provide medical assistance on the front line. So children are also victims in Syria's devastating conflict. According to the Syria Violations Documentation Centre, which is run by opposition activists, at least 1,183 children have been killed since the start of the uprising back in March 2011. Euro 2012, which is being hosted by Poland and Ukraine, is well underway, and football enthusiasts are taking to the web with all sorts of creative ways of celebrating the event. Here's a roundup of some of the best online initiatives created for the European Championships, which are held every 4 years. 18-year-old British football fan Graham Love has recreated the highlights of previous championships using Lego. From Michel Platini's winning goal in the Euro '84 final to Greece's victory over Portugal in 2004, an original project which took hours to complete and is enjoying huge success on the net, where the video has racked up hundreds of thousands of hits since it was posted online at the beginning of June. One French web user who goes under the online pseudonym FabDS is following supporters from all the teams throughout the competition. He films their reactions, the high points and low points, and then posts the videos online. It's a fun idea and highlights a festive aspect of Euro 2012. The site Footpoof is more offbeat. It's run by two women and geared towards those who know little about the world of football. The blog takes on a light and comical tone and offers all sorts of information on, amongst other things, the different teams and how the championships will unfurl. This should help the uninitiated pass themselves off as veritable experts. And finally, the European Football Championship is also an opportunity for supporters to make fun of their rivals or play jokes on them. A group of Dutch fans, for example, targeted the German team's coach by wheel clamping it, meaning it was momentarily stuck in the car park. A young woman lying on a hospital bed, by her side the corpse of a 7-month-old fetus covered in blood. This photo was taken in a clinic in China's Shaanxi province. It's been widely circulated around the Chinese blogosphere, leaving web users deeply shocked. According to human rights groups, Feng Changmei, who already has a daughter, was forced to abort her baby because she couldn't afford the €5,000 fine for breaching China's one-child policy. The local authorities claimed the woman had consented to the abortion, but this version of events has been challenged by her friends and family. Messages from outraged web users soon appeared on social media platforms, some criticising the Family Planning Commission. Zong Kai, a lawyer from Beijing, has condemned it as an act of murder and has offered to help the woman with any legal proceedings. Chinese dissident Chen Guangcheng was put under house arrest for years over his campaigning against forced abortion and sterilisation. He fled China to the US last month and is now living in exile. These practices have also been condemned by state-owned media like the Global Times, which does continue to defend the one-child policy implemented in China 30 years ago to limit population growth. Play the guitar whilst having a pee. Yes, guitar urinals are now available in a number of bars across Sao Paulo in Brazil. The idea came from music magazine Billboard, and these unusual urinals are enjoying huge success. Users can even record an MP3 file of their toilet break performance onto their mobile phones. It's a fun gadget and could soon catch on in other bars across the world.